Hi guys, this is our audience research. It's Lauren and Josh here, and we're going to go through our audience research and what we kind of found out, and how we're going to adapt our products to kind of fit this. Um, so yeah, I used the medium of Twitter to send out this questionnaire because I thought it would be better than Facebook because I have a Twitter account that has a lot of people who like rock and stuff as followers. So I thought I'd like be better reaching my target audience on Twitter than I would be on other sites like Facebook. Um, so that's why I kind of use Twitter.
We also decided to use SurveyMonkey to create our survey, as looks professional and it's also online. So even though we reached out to our target audience using Twitter, we also thought that it would be easier for our target audience if they could just click on a link, which is what we just posted on Twitter, so that it was easier for them to just answer the questionnaire, which only took about 2 minutes. So the first question we asked was, what is your gender? As you can see from this, most of our audience that we asked were male, which is also good, as this is our primary audience, with our secondary audience being female. We are targeting the male gender with our music video website and digipack.
So we also asked the question, what are your favorite music genres? This was quite a broad question that had quite a lot of answers. Obviously, we're quite glad that it came back with rock as a majority because we thought it would be best if people who like rock obviously answered the questionnaire because it kind of gave the most legitimate answer. So we asked it. So basically, we asked the this one as like a test to see if we would be getting answers from people who actually like rock, and we were quite lucky because we actually got that. We also kind of looked at other really popular genres and see if maybe we could splice some things together and bring some elements of other genres into our music video to kind of please more people. So as you can see, like indie was quite a high up one. So we were thinking of perhaps splicing some indie conventions into a rock music video.
This also allowed us to expand on our narrative and performance ideas, especially in our initial plans, which we will be designing soon. The next question is, how often do you purchase music in a physical format, which included CDs, records, cassettes, etc.? We asked the audience how often they bought the CDs, as this would influence how we planned out the digipack. The audience who answered the survey said that they moderately brought the form of the audio in a physical format, and in a digital format, people said that they slightly often purchase music in a digital format. This allowed us to be influenced, as it gave us the idea of how we can design our digipack so that more people are going to be enticed to buy it. Obviously, through our research that we've got, it's obviously a key thing that we design our digipack in a certain way that our target audience is actually going to be willing and wanting to buy it. Although in a digital format, even though our target audience is kind of teens to young adults, which most of them normally would download from the internet, which can also be illegal. This is why we've also chosen to do it in a physical format.
Yeah, so we kind of we thought that we'd need some kind of incentive because of this research. We thought instead of people buying them online, we want to have an incentive for people to buy the physical format, which is why we've kind of thought of maybe doing a poster or a lyric book or something special that you only get for ordering it or buying it in a physical format. Which we thought would be quite good with our target audience as well, because teens and like people who like bands often quite like special pieces of merch that they can only get by doing certain things. So we thought this was quite a good idea. So the next question was, do you enjoy watching music videos? Obviously, we had an overwhelming response of yes. I think it was 79% of people said yes. Which was really good because obviously that's what we're making, and we want to have people who actually take interest in music videos. So we kind of thought if loads of people enjoy watching music videos, there's going to be a wide range of preferences on what people want. Um, so that comes on to our next question, which is, do you prefer more narrative or performance in a music video? We kind of we got a high amount of equal amounts, so we thought that we would just try and incorporate both into it, which we thought would give us like a good kind of middle ground that would please both sides.
Um, yeah, so 42% of the people said they preferred equal amounts. So this also drew people preferring more narrative, but because we already had an idea of what we wanted to create in the first place, we kind of like the idea of having a performance aspect, as it would look more professional in a rock and it would fit better within the genre, as most rock music videos that we've looked at and done research into did have quite a large performance aspect. But we also thought that as our sub gender is female, that we also wanted to have a bit of narrative in there, kind of like a storyline to get the emotional point across of the song that we've chosen to make a music video for.
We also thought that with this, it would also give us a wider range of shots and like shot types and stuff, so we could fully maximize our skills and show off more shots that we can do, and potentially make the performance a little bit more realistic.
So we asked our audience, how often do you visit a band or artist website? 60% of people said sometimes, meaning that we need to make the website appealing to the primary audience so that they are more inclined to visit the website more than others would. This answer was closely followed by often backing up why the website needs to be appealing for our target primary audience of the male rock genre. So we're gonna have our website very appealing to the audience, which we're going to include lots of things that they've told us in our next open question, which was what the audience would expect to see on a band's website. The answer varied from person to person, but the answers were mainly based around information on the artist, the store, the band news, tour dates, and information and images and videos. So obviously we're going to incorporate all of these aspects onto our website, which is obviously going to entice more people of our primary target audience to look at the website that we are going to design and create.
Yeah, we also thought that to entice more people, we'd need a sort of incentive, the same as the physical format. So we were thinking of maybe doing exclusive content, like showing off exclusive content that you could only access through the website. So we were thinking of perhaps doing like private videos that you can only access through the website, or things like that. Like, so things that would entice people onto the site more often than just sometimes. We thought this would be quite a good idea for a lot of people to kind of to attract a lot more people.
We're also thinking of linking the band's Twitter and Facebook and Instagram accounts to the site, so that when the fans are on the webpage, they can quickly have a look at what tweets are happening, where the band members are, what they're currently up to. So this is going to make the fans closer, link them closer to the actual artist.
This also ties the kind of convention that the rock kind of genre is like a massive family, like, and they're all like intertwined and following each other and things like that, which is quite nice.
So the next question we asked was, what colours do you think represent the rock genre? So in order to be able to design and tailor the band's digipack and website to what was best suited to the rock, soft rock and acoustic rock, we asked the audience what colours they thought best represented the genre. So the top three colours were black, cream and red, which were the colours we were thinking about using on our designs anyway, but also because they fit in well with the genre of the music that we've chosen for our music video.
This is quite good because obviously, like, originally we thought of using quite like a black and cream kind of combination, maybe a little bit of red, which is quite nice that we came back like those three were the most prominent. Obviously, because it's not extremely heavy rock, we might be quite scarce on the red, but definitely we're going to incorporate the black and the cream into our color scheme, and maybe even make it like our primary kind of colors, which would be interesting.
And also by having these three colours tailored across all of our products, This is going to create continuity between the three. So the fans and the target audience are going to be more likely to have a look at the website and the digipack and the music video, because it's all going to be internally linked with one another.
Okay, so our last question was, do you like the idea of using black and white in music videos? Obviously we've got an overwhelming response of yes, with 79% of people saying that they would want black and white in their music video, which is quite it's quite conventional of the genre, because there's a lot of black and white music videos that incorporate like black and white in the rock genre. Um, and obviously we want to do this because we want to explore with a variety of like colors and shot types and things like that. So we're quite happy to incorporate this. It was also one of our original ideas as well, to incorporate black and white. So once again, we're glad that the audience research kind of lent that way for us. But yeah, we think if we incorporate black and white, which we'd obviously use in one half of the music video, we think that this would give a good contrast between the two types of shots that we're doing.
And also we've decided from this research that we want the performance aspect of the music video to be in black and white and the narrative to be in colour, with a slight touch of fade. This is because when we were doing research into already existing music videos from the rock genre, we came across several music videos, for example, You, Me and Six and Breathe, that gave us the influence and the idea, and it also makes it look more professional. And it also allows us to show off our techniques and skills during the editing process.
So yeah, that's kind of the audience research that we did conduct. We felt that it gave us a lot of ideas and a lot more development in our kind of initial planning. We'll go on to kind of have a lot more development, and obviously we're going to create a few generations of ideas before we start our main one. But yeah, that was our audience research, and we hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.